It's all you, Pookaboo.
Hello, welcome to the podcast. I forgot the name, but
You already
we have
lost the.
so much names.
Forgot the
Table Talk.
fucking name. Welcome to
Was
Lost
it
the
Table
Plot
Talk?
podcast.
Lost the plot. Lost the plot. My name is Space Boy. We have our co-host Robotical Gamer, Dark 2001, and we
Hello.
have our lovely guest, our lovely first guest, Mango. I'm so excited. Introduce yourself, Mango.
Hello.
We
Hi,
got
hi.
Mango slash Millier on Twitch.tv.
Twitch.
And what else do you go by online, Mango?
So mainly I would say Mango because a lot of people struggle with pronouncing my name. But recently a lot of people also started calling me Millie. But the full name is Millie A, kind of. But it's the ending bit that people struggle with. So you
Millie
can just call me Mango.
Yeah, I stick to Mango unless I'm having to say your Twitch name.
He struggles.
And for those that don't know, me and Space met Mango when I raided her. She was the first person I had ever raided, and she was playing Dress to Impress on Roblox. And she's been one of our greatest supporters, big help, good friend, and she's a VTuber. And that well, I guess why am I introducing you, Mango? What do you do on stream? Introduce yourself. I don't know. I'm gonna eat popcorn.
Okay, so I am a variety streamer, and yes, it was Roblox, specifically Dress to Impress game. I haven't really played it since then because I don't know. I just feel like the game kind of fell off. I don't
It's
know. Well, it's
Roblox.
Roblox. Let's face it.
Roblox
So I
falls off.
think that says enough um about the game. It's still kind of like a bit cute, but so I personally stream quite a variety. So from horror games, where I rave about Leon S. Kennedy, obviously, to some cozy games like Disney Dreamlight Valley. But I'm still a bit more partial to the horror side of games. I don't know, it's just, my soft spot.
Yeah.
It's
So what
understandable, actually.
inspired your or what got you into VTubing? Out of
So
curiosity.
that goes quite a few years back because next week actually, on June 9th, I'm having my 4-year affiliate celebration, which is, well, 4 years, long time. But it kind of all started when I downloaded an app called Reality. I would not really recommend it now as it also fell off, right? Like Roblox.
Yeah.
But to talk about the app a little bit, it's basically an app where you can make your own VTuber character. It has quite a lot of customization actually, but it also has a gacha system that involves getting like currency by streaming, which is hard, or by spending your own money.
Fucking love gambling.
And well,
Yeah,
yeah,
we
like
support
it's
gambling.
it's gambling. And there's like also a lot of minors, but also a lot of predatory adults who keep spamming not safe for work servers in there. So it's a shit show to say
So
the least.
Roblox.
But the yeah, basically Roblox in a sense. But for VTubers. So but
Watch out. You
that
might
was
see
like,
Sekuno.
oh yes, I heard of that drama.
Dude, he came back
I
and
think
he put his he was in sub only mode too. And the best fucking part, when he came on cam and started explaining everything, he ran 5 fucking minutes of ads.
that's
For those who
crazy.
Ads ended and then he just ignored it for the rest of the day.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And they banned a lot of people because people were like, "Oh, so you run ads when you're explaining what happened?" Uh huh. Like obviously people record it, but dude,
Yeah.
I was pissed.
Robo, you should pull the
I don't know.
Sykkuno.
Uh, but yeah, going back to the topic. So it's a cool app if you want to try out VTubing because it's free unless you go into Gacha. But yeah, that's where I started. It wasn't as bad as it is now. It was like 5 years ago. I just got onto the app. I started streaming there, and I had an absolute blast doing that. So basically, this is where the whole journey started. But I just realized that I wanted to move on to Twitch and try something more serious. Actually, before even becoming a VTuber, I did a few facecam streams, but that was a whole different story because I had a bet with my friend that if I would complete Resident Evil 8 Village without getting scared more than 3 times, he would dress as a maid.
W bet.
Did he did he dress like a maid?
Though it didn't happen, I failed the challenge.
Ah,
You know what, Mango?
oh man.
I bet
I tried.
you could do it now, though, huh?
I could, but I wasn't as good, 5 years ago because that was when I got my first gaming laptop recently. So I was very new to gaming overall as well.
Nice. So, what's it been like for you to stream on Twitch since you made the transition?
It has been honestly pretty mixed with some things. I did get my affiliate rather quickly, I would say. I know that reaching affiliate now is, I think, twice as easy as it was because they lowered the follow amount to, I think, 25. It used to be like 50.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then they also changed, I think, the days. I would need to put that up. I don't remember specifics, but the third one was the viewers. So now I think you need 3 viewers, then you needed consecutive chatters, which is harder to get than getting just viewers,
Mm-hmm.
personally. And if I remember correctly, I did get it like in 2 weeks, which at that time I think was pretty good, personally.
Yeah.
It did happen rather quickly because of the reality app, because I did build up some of my starting following through that app, which significantly helped. As we all know, Twitch is, well, let's just say, not great with exposure for new streamers.
Yeah.
So you have to rely on external applications, programs to get your audience from, rather than solely relying on Twitch, especially like if you're starting out.
Yeah, because I remember when I started streaming, it was like grinding, playing every game with a. I think I was told the target go for categories with 100 or 200 people, and make sure it's like only 4 or 5, no more than like 20 people playing the game, and then you'll
I don't
get
think
exposed quicker. And I'm like, damn.
that is somewhat true. I'm like a few. Just I'm just finishing my second year in studying like digital business and commerce. So we have lessons on social media and algorithm and so on. So that kind of also a bit flipped my perspective on what you need to do to be a more successful content creator. And I feel like the gap before what I believed I needed to do and was doing
Mm,
or not doing to what I'm doing now and what's working.
that's fair, because every time I go in, you almost have at least 2 to 3 more people watching, per stream. It,
Yes, and I couldn't be more grateful for that.
I mean, hey, you deserve it.
Thank you.
I remember when we rated you, I can't remember how many people were in your stream at the
It's
time. I
four.
think it was like
I think
three
four
or four
people.
people, yeah.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
And you had just started for the night, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, I think it was something like that. I'm not too sure.
Cause
It's been like what, over a year now?
yeah, it was. I rated you before I even hit affiliate, so it was like early February.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy where the time went.
Yeah, especially because today we did community day, and I took a whole segment just to like talk about everyone that has impacted and been part of the community for so long, and it's like the fact that you, Space, Coldstorm, Qbox, and Faye are all, and Nizumi too, are all like from the beginning. To me, it's just insane. Like, well, let's sink in. You and Coldstorm have been around almost the same amount of time, and
That is like crazy.
I know I've gone through three mod team, 2 to 3 mod teams by now as well, and
Only
you've
one
gone
stood tall
through
from all of them.
technically 3 models.
Oh yeah, that's like a whole other thing with that. A separate story.
Dude,
Why
that
I went through so many models.
I it took so long for my brain to rewire. Um, when you went to the one before you have now, um, that one I liked it. I love your current one, but it was like seeing an upres version of the first one. You know, it was so
Yes, but
weird.
I get it. Like the transitions like that are usually kind of like weird to the community, but at the same time, I kind of like had to do it because it was not, matching me and the channel at all. I'm still in a process of fixing and renewing like all of my emotes and stuff, but it's taking time as I am trying to draw everything myself.
Your emotes get used all the time, by the way.
Heck yeah.
People like
I still
Dust.
need to draw them.
Well, like people are using your new ones right now. Um, and it they're so cute. I still love the little ghost guy. I can never remember his name.
Yes.
And
Mochi, there's like a story with that, but I haven't been able to kind of like bring him back. And yet there's the lore that does make sense for it, but that one is kind of being saved for the ultimate original form. So no
fair,
spoilers.
dude. I've always, because I remember when we rated, Space did not also care about VTubing. He did not like it. We rated you, and now this man loves VTubing.
Heck yeah, let's go. Conversion.
Conversion, exactly. Yeah, I did not enjoy it. I thought it was silly and stupid. And then we watched Mango, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll give it a try.
Let's go.
That's when he started
I'm
doing
so happy.
PNG tubing,
Yeah.
because he wanted to get into that,
It's very
and
cool.
yeah,
Like, especially now, I would say it's so easy to become a VTuber on a budget. I'm not talking about having like a decent PC and everything. That's like overall with being a streamer, be it like a VTuber and whatever you want to be kind of streamer,
yeah.
you still need a decent PC. I mean, there's options, but it's still better to do it like that. But I'm talking about like overall getting like a VTuber model, having like custom assets and so on. It's never been as accessible as it is now with the whole industry just booming.
Especially because of people like Iron Mouse too. Like, have you seen some of her the website with cataloging all of her models?
Yes, I actually went and counted because I googled it and it was like saying 111. I was like, that doesn't feel right. I went and counted it. It was like what 20 models off. And I feel like now there's a lot more models again on that from the moment that I counted was like a few months back.
Yeah. I like her current updated model of one of her classic designs.
Yes, thank you. It's actually a customizable model by Liz Meta. And to explain what a customizable model is, it's basically kind of like a dress-up doll, but for VTuber models. So you get the model for like 130 bucks, roughly. They do vary in price depending on the creator.
Mm.
And then you go into VTube Studio and then you can change all the kind of like customize it like a dress-up game, essentially, to fit your aesthetics. There's also like more in-depth customization that you can do, but that depends on how skilled you are.
Huh.
But it's pretty cool.
Space.
And it's on a budget because custom models can range like big VTubers spend like thousands on their models. Um,
Hmm.
like art and rigging and possibilities, which is insane.
Yeah. Space, how about you talk? Give Mango some
Oh,
time to breathe.
okay. What? I don't know what to say.
Okay.
That
I'm
motherfucker
really nervous.
immediately was ready to launch a fucking question.
I was gonna launch a question, and then I had it in my mind. Okay, here we go. What are your favorite type of horror games, Mango?
Well, I think that's pretty easy to answer. I'm a huge fan of Resident Evil franchise. To be more specific, I'm a basic girl. I like Leon S. Kennedy. I've been screaming and kicking my feet while playing Resident Evil 9. I'm still pissed off I cannot stream it.
Yeah.
I need PC upgrades, I think, for that, but honestly, if you haven't played it, what are you doing?
What do you think of the new one coming out soon? I've looked at it and it's like Chris Redfield coming out. What
Yeah,
the
for
fuck?
the
I'm
remake.
still waiting. Sorry, Space.
No, it's okay. You can continue.
I'm still waiting for Resident Evil 9 DLCs. I heard that Ada Wong is gonna be in one of them. I'm hoping, but at the same time, I don't know. I do want to see, her in her 50s. I think she's gonna look absolutely amazing. But at the same time, like I don't know. I try not to look at any lakes
Yeah.
because with Resident Evil, I like to go in as blind as possible. With their games, I haven't seen their like movies or series
Dude, the
because I
movies are
heard they were
ass.
not so good.
Yeah. As someone that's never played a Resident Evil game like more than an hour, movies are dog shit. I knew
Yeah,
that growing
sorry.
up, dude. They
Oh
were
yeah, the movies are dark shit.
I don't know how, but the PS1 looks better than half the movies.
We, as a Resident Evil fan, you never talk about the movies. They don't exist. What movies?
Yeah,
So
so I haven't watched them at all,
you
but
That's a
should.
yeah,
good
I'm
thing.
excited for it. I also saw that Resident Evil Veronica got announced, the remake of, well, the Veronica game.
The Veronica
Sorry.
game.
The
You sound like you're
It's
talking
Veronica.
not the
about like
Veronica game.
you sound like you're talking about someone's fucking ex, like that bitch.
Well, she is kind of a bitch. I can't
Mm,
lie.
It's not even about
the
some bitch named
Veronica,
Veronica. It's
right?
some bitch named like LaQuisha or Jessica.
It's just that, my mind lagged and I forgot it was like, what was that word before it? So I said the Veronica. I know it's called Veronica, but I
The
forgot, so
Veronica.
it happened like the Veronica.
It sounds like you were about to curse at someone right there. Veronica. Like,
Veronica.
damn,
It's kind of
what did she do to you?
She
it's kind
fucking
of like
ruined
that
Resident
song
Evil.
Gabriella.
Exactly.
You know,
Man.
hands off Gabriella, so hands off Veronica.
Also, you play a lot of DBD.
I do, but I would say it's kind of like on and off. I usually mainly play it on stream because of how easy it is to stream. I don't know why, but like some of the games just refuse to be streamed easily. So sometimes I just get tired and think, you know what, I'm gonna stream DBD because it's easy. Plus, people can also join, so it's pretty fun. You get to play with
Yeah.
your community, and it's still somewhat horror. Though it's not as scary. It used to be scary when I started, when I was introduced to the game. I was so scared of everything. But now it's not as scary, but it is more fun and scary when you play drunk. I would
Dude,
recommend, but also I should not recommend this probably, but try it
Mango, I wish
with
you made a
friends.
YouTube video about that. Or where you play drunk. They would have been fucking
Oh,
amazing.
I think I haven't. Yeah, there was like one stream actually. It was almost a year ago, but not when we reached like a huge milestone. And I got like a very stupid idea. I call it a bathtub incident.
Oh.
I don't know if you guys heard about that.
No.
The, ba- the bathtub incident. Okay. So, last summer, I decided to do an event because we reached 500.
Yeah.
I know. Like for years and only 500 church.
I mean, hey,
Oof.
it, Twitch has changed so much in the last 5 years. You know?
I mean, yeah, I also like took breaks and stuff. There's like a lot that
Hmm.
happened. But back to the bathtub incident story. Hey, I actually have a short or TikTok posted about it too on my channel if anyone will want to check that out. But basically, what happened, I thought I had a brilliant idea of, one sub, one shot of 40% vodka. Let me tell you, the title says it all where I ended up after the stream. And my
Jesus.
knee was never the same after that as well.
Is that why your knee? You could talk about your knee hurting?
Yes, yes,
Oh.
that's why. That's insane, I know. I still don't know how I messed up my knee,
Waking
but
up, I have this permanent injury now. Fuck. How'd you get the
yeah,
injury? I don't know.
basically. I just woke up in a bathtub.
Dude. That reminds me of when I first
Wake
got
up in
really
the morning
drunk.
feeling like. I'm so sorry.
Fucking, I would drink so. Because when I was an alcoholic, you know,
Yeah.
when you. I never blacked out, but my friend Jonathan, he did. And I can't ever stop laughing about it because he wakes up and goes, "Why am I in my underwear? Why am I wearing suspenders? Why am I wearing underwear and my suspenders together?" And I was like, "You don't remember what you did?" And he's like, "Who'd I try and fuck?" Like, nothing, not worried about what he did, just who he tried to sleep with. And I told him he tried to sleep with his gay boss. And she was like, "No, I," and I'm like, kind of explaining the whole story to him, and he goes, "Now, more importantly, why is my ass cold? And why did he asked like why he woke up in this bed? Is that the bed that we put him in?" And I was like, "Dude, we put you in this bed. I don't know why the fuck or how the fuck you woke up in that bed." And then like at one point, he's like, "How you remember all this?" And I was like, I have a high tolerance, my guy. Plus, I stopped drinking the moment you got on the table and started twerking for everyone like a stripper. Once he did that, I was done drinking for the night. I was like, okay, that's it for me, and I went out and
Yeah,
smoked.
like Like I don't know. I wouldn't call myself an alcoholic. Well, people say I'm not. I usually just drink on like the occasions, so that results less than 10 times a year
Yeah,
when I drink. So I wouldn't call that being an alcoholic. I
definitely
think it's
not.
alcoholic when you drink like a lot more. But I guess in a way, people tend to joke about it because of well that bathtub incident. So
Man,
it's kind of like internal joke,
I think
and
that'll never die.
yeah, I just accepted it as long as people don't come in and be like, "Hey, you're that bathtub streamer," or like Vtuber, or like you're that alcoholic one. I'm fine with that.
That's fair, honestly. Just like someone that comes in, you're the bathtub streamer, and it's like, God damn it! With all the
You're the
bathtub
golden
streamers out
shower
right now,
streamer.
I'm gonna kill you.
Stop.
You fucking whore! I will murder you.
Pace.
Oh right,
That's a
Pace.
reference.
Mango
That's a
heard this
reference.
story. I'm pretty sure.
You have to bleep that out now.
I no, we fucking talked about it on the podcast already.
Yeah, we talked about it in the first episode of the podcast. So
Of course, it's gonna be unhinged.
Well, like so, typically Wayo's here. Um, but with everything going on, we're like, okay, we'll record a fuck ton with me in space, get some of the collabs out, do whatever else we can, and then we'll batch record with Mango or not Mango, your Mango, with Wayo as well. So that way I can start like uploading them where it's all three of us, then it's just two of us a collab, and so on and so forth, and have it like a nice backlog. But it's so hard to like right now. It feels like we're mainly trying to get a rhythm going with it. I feel like before we start uploading them.
Yeah, which is fair enough. You need
Yeah.
like some time to figure things out, how to edit them.
Oh, these won't ever be edited unless someone fucks up space. Um,
what
and
about me?
you know what you did. Uh, because like when we did it the first time, Main Space would just fucking we did it. Idea popped in. We recorded it. We didn't think it was a good idea or anything, man. We tried so hard with it, and now it's like okay, we gotta like chill the
More
fuck out.
dogged. Yeah.
Yeah, and with cause with right now that we don't have Barry as a host and we got Weo when she's available, and we're actually getting people on for it, it feels like now we're actually approaching this like smart people instead of two dumbasses that probably should be put in a psych ward.
Yeah,
Like,
pretty much.
uh, it it's crazy to think because when I started streaming Mango, we were already doing the podcast, the original one.
I think I remember you mentioning it,
Yeah, because then I brought
but
up
then you
like
stopped.
let this sink in. This was a year in the making.
This was a year in the making. That's why I'm so excited.
Oh my
Um,
gosh, let's go. A year, and it's finally here.
It's finally here, and the first collab too.
yeah,
Heck yeah, it's such an
we
honor.
this was like our number one goal was having you as our first collab with me in space, and it was like pretty much the number one goal. The next person that
Aw.
we're I'm gonna try and get on is Foxy, because the order of like people I've met and that I'm grateful are still around is you, Foxy, and I think and then Wayo, but she's a co-host, so I can't really do a collab with her, you know.
Fair enough. Unless,
So
I mean, all three of you could get on.
yeah, we do that all the
That way, you know.
yeah, we'll do that like hopefully once a month where it's all three of us. Dude, the hardest part of this is always like the scheduling
It's the hardest part.
because
It always is.
oh man, Even like doing our collab that one time, Mango. That was so much work to schedule it. I
Oh
remember.
yeah, it's because of the time zones since I'm in Europe and you're in America.
Yeah, you had to like wake up and immediately start, and
Yeah,
I was like, I'm just gonna start stream and we'll go later. That way I can do a collab later in the stream with Mango. And then we're playing. Oh, dude, we still need to do more therapy. I'm trying to convince
we do.
Wayo to get the game because
Oh, that
after
would be
everything,
so
she needs
fun.
therapy. She could.
I don't, I don't know about that therapy, but
Therapy is
I
therapy.
mean, therapy is therapy. You know, it's cheaper than going um getting proper ones. So
So cheap. Uh,
it's cheaper.
man, it is. It's kind of crazy, especially because now I feel like horror games are for it feels weird. They were on a rise, then they declined again. Now they're getting ready to come back on a rise, and you can kind of sense the title change each time. But I don't know, it's so weird the fact that.
I think it's kind of normal for this to happen.
But horror always gets popular during the summertime. N- Never like close to October, and I'm like, come on, guys, let's be spooky in October. No, we want whimsy in October. The fuck you mean you want whimsy, man?
It's such a speaking of horror, it's such a good time, especially right now. So many horror movies coming out around the summertime.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm excited for Five Nights at Freddy's, the third movie.
Dude, they're supposed to start filming it this fall.
I cannot wait for it.
I I did not. I liked the first one. I liked the second one more, but the story is dog shit.
Yeah, the original story's ass.
The
Like,
story, I mean, I'm waiting for the third one to come to, like, you know, a conclusion on how I feel about it altogether. I
that's
do feel
fair.
like it's gonna be better. So, like, if you haven't watched the movies, to watch once the third one comes out so that you can binge watch it. Because it's a pain to wait for each movie.
Yeah. Though the suits always look amazing.
That is so true. They did such an amazing job with them.
I want to go to Universal Studios just to see the suits in person.
Oh,
Because
that
they
would be so
turned
cool.
the movie one animatronics into actual attraction features.
That's amazing. I haven't been to anything like Universal Studios or like Disney. Um, one day, one day.
Oh yeah, how'd that Squirrel Girl cosplay ever turn out?
So I haven't done that yet. I because yeah, my financial situation wasn't good,
Fair.
so I was not able to well justify getting the cosplay. But now I don't know how things will turn out. But one of the goals for the affiliate event is a cosplay that's IRL one specifically, but the chat gets to pick it.
Oof.
So I don't think it's gonna be Squirrel Girl if we're gonna even reach that goal. I am still having a headache on how to price the goals specifically because of what recently happened.
Yeah. I'm the worst person with that because to me I would make them really cheap because I feel bad. And I'm like, all right, this goal is super unobtainable and it's the first fucking goal. Then like Wayo, I honestly would look at like her subathon as a base because that's what
I would say yeah.
right now she has. I think all of that is still posted on her server. but just take it and slash everything.
Mm. The problem is she's doing like uncapped. For
That is
me,
true.
it's capped.
Dude, I don't understand how people can do uncapped. I'd want to be done but after 12 hours. I'm ready for bed.
So I decided to. So some of the things are decided, and now I'm kind of like having a bit of the headache because of it. Because I organized the event based on, my previous numbers
Yeah.
and like the values and everything. And then I was like, okay, I made the announcements, did the art and everything. And then I posted the video. And then it got a lot of attention. And the second one did. And the third one did. So yeah, now there's like a bunch of new people and the values. Thankfully, I decided on capped one, so it caps the 24 hours.
That's good.
But yeah, I don't know. I still haven't figured out how to cap the timer by itself. Do that whole thing. I mean, if anything, I will just get the timer off if it's gonna reach the limit.
Yeah.
There will be no need for it anymore.
I accidentally just sent one of my exes reaction on TikTok because I was checking something, and I have not talked to her in 2.5 years. Well, that's fun.
Yeah, but yeah, so I have like that whole thing, and I said that because I was too lazy to remake the poster, so I just put in the announcement saying so that the values will be exactly the same as my birthday stream.
Nice.
Um, and just said that it's gonna be capped, and there's like a saying that if I get like 50, I will take a shot and plus 50 sips.
Oh God.
And with what recently happening, with that offline hype train, I'm just sitting here scared for myself at my other knee with the bathtub.
Dude. Something I do is when I did the first follow-a-thon, we had a goal of like 5 followers. We didn't even hit that, and it was some bullshit. I'm the worst when setting goals when it with a expectation that it relies on others because of how pessimistic I can be with it. Like community days are a wonderful example. I always undershoot how many people will be there, and I'm like, okay, let's plan for the minimum amount of people because I never expect to reach a maximum. And
Yeah,
so it's like
you
I
need to
always
change
undershoot.
that, Robo.
Well, like this week's was we had just enough for 2 teams on Rivals, and we had for like 1 or 2 games we had enough for Overwatch yesterday, which honestly was perfectly fine. But when last did the Overwatch, we had 4.5 teams, and that was in January. We had 4.5 teams, and I was like, okay, this is a lot of people. Luckily, like water helped a lot with managing it, but it was we only expect like at least a team to be there, so not including me, we expect at least 6 people on average. And Rivals always does so much better on like a stat bar, flat out. Rivals will always do better than Overwatch just because of how much more popular and mainstream it is. Today I had an average of 15 with a max of 23. Yesterday for Overwatch I had a max or average of 10 with a max of 17. And that is a insane, it's a overall 5 people difference for
Yeah,
Rivals
that's like a
versus
whole
Overwatch.
team.
And that's just like on the Twitch end of things for viewership. And on teams we had, so we did 5v5s, then we went to 6v6 for a little bit, and there was only like 2 maybe 3 total games in Overwatch where we didn't have bots, and we were 5 stacks, so we had 5 people in total, including me. Then for or Rivals today, we got to a point where I was able to go and just spectate for a couple of games. And so we had at least 2 or 3 or 4 more people. I'm like, dude, I shit on Rivals a lot. It does amazing on the numbers line. I just fucking hate the game. I hate playing it with people now because of how shitty people are and how no one fucking listens. It agitates the piss out of me because not once but twice I've had bad experience running community today on with Rivals. I'm done. I will never host or I will never be running the event for Rivals ever again. If say someone else wants to run one, I'll host it, but they're in charge of that shit. I'm not fucking doing it anymore. Ugh.
I would say Marvel Rivals with community events somehow are infamous for not ending up good. Like, talk about Kingsman's situation
Dude.
as one of the biggest examples of rival tournaments going somewhere,
It's
let's say.
so crazy, dude. It's like, can people just not? What is it about Rivals that makes people just be an asshole or unbearable or just like I don't get it. Overwatch too. Like I can play 90% of the characters on Overwatch just fine, and I've never had an issue really running an Overwatch event. And I've ran 2 Rivals 2 Overwatch now. Overwatch, I can easily run. I could run with probably 100 people and have less problems than I would on Rivals. And all of which are adults. Fun, let's see. The first one was the original Twitch Rivals with Doki Bird. Then, and all of that BS. Then the Kingsman one. Then Flats had some issues. Then there was like Sea Dog VA and Iron Mouse hosted their rival stuff, and they even had issues then too. Like what is it about that game? I think the next community day I'm gonna do DBD and Repo.
Oh,
But
that would be so fun.
yeah,
And I actually have both of them.
there's some games
Like, I
like
overslept.
yeah, well like Athena was gonna join. We had so many people that said they might join. And I'm like, okay, these are the people I would rather be here. But like I was telling Space and a couple of people before, there's some people I just don't want to do it with again. Like I won't be re-inviting. Cold Storm is a example where he did the first community day with Rivals, and he doesn't want to do them anymore. Someone else doesn't want to do community days anymore, and I am a-okay with that because they won't be invited to future ones either. And
Yikes.
it takes a lot, but it's like how do I put it? Without like sounding like an ass about it too, if I know if someone communicates clearly an issue with me, then I will correct the behavior. If it's a me thing, like I'll correct it right there and quick, and I'll apologize and own my shit. But if someone's gonna say this is an issue, or and then later on say this is an issue, and I'm saying okay, well I especially if I go out of my way to rectify it ahead of time, like we had someone playing their main Hulk today, and so I had already said please don't do that, and I had asked who it was that I had to nerf earlier. They did not say shit, and so then they started playing Hulk, and everyone's complaining, and they didn't listen. They just kept playing, and I asked Hulk to swap, or I was like, "Would you mind swapping?" They didn't swap, so I'm like, okay, there's only so much I can do if someone's not actively participating. I'm not gonna shut down the entire like thing just because of it, but I will be saying, hey, like I told the team that was against Hulk to play their mains. that they can do it. Then I asked if they wanted to have a sweat round. No one's communicating with me. So Rivals is kind of done dusted. Repo, all the other games I can easily manage. You know?
Which is fair. I personally never hosted such events,
Yeah.
so I have no clue on how they
That's
work because if I do like community stuff, it's usually something that, people can join
yeah.
me on games with. So
That's
it's
honestly
usually
the
when we
smart
play
move.
multiplayer games. It's not like what you hosted. So I cannot really put in my input on that as I have no experience in hosting something of that scale.
Yeah. For me, I don't mind ever hosting stuff. It's just I can't. It's weird though because it's always been someone that I'm not on great that I wouldn't say bad terms with, but it's like I'm already kind of not enjoying I'm not looking forward to interacting with them on X thing because there's already something happening or like some sort of just anticipation of fuck. And that happened both times this time. This time to a much lesser extent. I was just hoping I wouldn't have to deal with anything. And the fact that, I don't know. But on a more positive note, Space.
Yeah, what's up?
How about you take the floor
How about I take the floor? Of what?
of
Good
the
morning,
fucking
Space.
episode?
There's nothing on the floor to take.
I'll take your
Oh.
feet off the floor, talk whore.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, my feet are off the floor. Oh, talk. Okay. Yeah. Anyways,
I'm about to beat this man.
I, anyways, jokes aside. So I wanted to. We're gonna. I actually. I want to get into this topic because it's interesting, and I know that you are a pastry chef. If I'm correct,
Actually, yes, but it's more like used to be because I changed my
used to be.
professions.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Wanted to ask you one simple question. Did you ever make those Pop Tarts?
No.
Not till I have, Robo.
You honestly might have just lost a follower with that one. I think Space is generally offended. Goddamn.
I'm sorry, I haven't made the Pop Tarts. It's just, they're so sickly sweet. I look
Dude.
at them and then I just see sugar, you know,
Make a toaster
and I.
strudel.
You just lost the follow. No, I'm joking.
Dude. Back when
Oh,
I realized I got banned from someone's stream because of some of the drama and was like there's like two streamers that I know. Like there's some streams that I would get upset if I got banned in. One of which is
I would
Mango's.
cry if I got banned off a Mango stream.
But it's like whatever I did to get banned, I probably fucking deserved it.
What did I do?
And I'd feel horrible for it. Dude. But yeah, no. Space, how about you talk?
Want me to talk?
Yeah,
Space,
I
come
have
on,
your
you got
fangirl
this.
moment. I believe.
My fangirl moment. Oh my god. So yeah, I've been waiting for this moment since a long time. Since Robo came up to me, he's like, "Hey, since we're doing the podcast, would you like Mango as a podcast host?" And I was like, "Really?"
Over a year.
And I waited patiently. I waited for, you know, and then I disappeared. But I still was like waiting patiently for Robo to randomly DM me. Feel like you want to do this episode? I'm like, yes, please, because I I never was into streaming. I was like Robo wanted to get me into it. I was like, no, I don't think that's interesting. I think I'm not interesting enough. I don't think I have the skills for it. And then I think that same day wasn't it the same day I was talking about it. I don't remember. Robo.
What were we talking about?
Twitch streaming.
Oh yeah. Um Because you were
when we
talking about
rated
streaming while
Mingo.
we were doing the podcast.
Yeah, and I was just realizing I was not into it. I was not into it. And then we watched that Dress to Impress Mango stream, and I just like, wow, what an amazing streamer.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Space. It means a lot to hear this.
I truly mean it, actually. I barely watch Robo streams. No, I'm joking.
No, no, that's true. There was a period where he'd be mainly just in your streams, Mango.
I'm sorry, I stole Space from you.
No, you can keep him. I'm kidding. Um,
You just want me no more.
dude. Well, like the
You
thing
got
is,
yeah.
the because Space also had a massive like time change too. He went from being up super late to being up super early, then flip flopping. Now it's like, whatever. Oh, fucking hell. I'm ready for bed, dude. But it is. It's crazy how much has changed in a year.
It is crazy how much has changed so far. I remember coming back. I remember like just only knowing Mango, and now we have so much other streamers that you're friends with and involved more with, and it's just like to me, Mango will always be the biggest streamer I know.
Aw.
Yeah,
That is true. I don't really watch any other big streamers because I don't really care about any of them. No disrespect. No disrespect to anyone else.
all the
Step up your game,
disrespect.
guys.
Damn. Well, like,
And of course, yeah, yeah.
well, you don't really watch WoW because it's just not your cup of tea. And at that point, you're
Oh,
watching
I've
me
not
more than likely.
actually. I've not clicked on a whale. I think I clicked on a whale stream once, and I had it in the background. I liked it. I liked it, but it's just like too many. You guys stream so similar at times, and I'm more used to your community, so I just go to yours. I'm
Yeah,
scared of Wales community. I don't know if they're violent. I don't know if I go
they're
in, I'm
horny.
gonna get my rims. Okay, so I'm gonna get my arms ripped off. Got it.
No, no, you're just gonna see her or them want her feet.
That sounds like my cup of tea. Who
All right.
doesn't want a community to want your feet? See, that sounds like
I don't want my community to
that's
want
not.
my feet.
I want your feet, Robo, but
I
that's the point.
All right, y'all.
I
I'm
And
have a
Mingo,
feat to
sorry.
redeem.
yeah.
Nobody redeemed it, dog.
I respect your
What?
community for it. Yeah.
There's like a few people who can
No,
redeem it,
that's
but
me.
now it's kind of like a flex. So they flex the amount of times they can redeem the feat redeem for the new people, and they're like, ah,
That's like my old
Well,
yeah.
guys,
shirtless redeem, dude. I had it, but it might come back. I don't know.
how
Us
many
being
points?
expensive as hell.
Hmm. Six, 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 six.
Just put it to
A
like
lot of
10 billion.
no. It's like 66K and 666.
Oh
Yeah,
my!
yeah. It's a lot.
I think I have those points.
No. Because the result of that is just basically just my feet dangling in the air for the rest of the stream.
Dude. Well, that's the funny thing too. Whale uh had a thing where one of her models, you saw the grippers.
I don't think I seen that one.
I can't, dude. I hate feet so goddamn much. One of the women I was talking to a while back, she was into feet. I'm not gonna lie. I unabashedly, I blocked her and I asked her not to contact me. I'm sorry, but I can't
Oh
reconcile with
my
feet.
god.
That's how bad it is.
You poor thing. What did feet ever do to you, man?
Well, this is a story not a lot of people know, but so my ex, the one I was with for 3 years, we'll just call them B. B, I would joke that she had a foot fetish a lot,
Yeah.
because she was always rubbing her feet, wanting to rub my feet, and
Sounds about right.
so I also knew it annoyed her that I said it as like a joke and a little way to tease. Well, one day she stuck her foot in my fucking mouth, and I was
What?
ready to just jump out my window afterwards. And like, let me just say, dude, a Costco shift and then having that foot in your
Yeah.
mouth, no like washing, no nothing after. Oh hell no, no. Are you really worse than a golden shower? So yeah, that's why I just one of the biggest reasons why I will never be able to reconcile with people that enjoy feet.
I'm into feet.
Uh,
Honestly, fair.
right? So this is the day I unfriend space. I'm kidding. I could never unfriend space.
The next morning I wake up, I see add friend to Darf's name.
Dude, I
Oh,
did that to someone out of pure spite once, and they're like, "Wait, are we not friends anymore?" I was like, "No, you have to add me again as friend."
That
dude.
sounds like you. That
Yeah,
sounds like you, Robo.
dude, it's always so fucking funny too. Now, here's a question I've wondered for a while, Mango.
Yeah.
Like, when obviously you are a very busy lady, you got a lot going on in your day to day. You wake up, you got work, and then you stream when you can. What would you say is like the when you stream? What's one thing you like? Where do you get the joy from streaming? What makes you happy with it?
I would say it's overall, interactions with people for me personally. Um, I don't know, I just have it easier um to interact with people online than, in real life personally.
That's fair.
Yeah, and also, when I'm streaming, it's more like, it's more of a guarantee that there's gonna be people who are interested in the same things as I am. Especially because, you're streaming like in the category and stuff.
Yeah,
So it's kind of like helps you sort out and find people with the same interests as I have.
that's nice. And then I guess one of the other big questions as well that keeps leaving my goddamn brain. Um, with the because I remember a while back too, your apartment flooded.
Oh, that happened like a few times.
Yeah, and like the lore behind you going MIA for a while. I remember even for a little bit there, you were debating on graduating.
Yeah, that was as well a bit because I don't know, um it felt like, I was trying for years and years and nothing was kind of like working out. But at
Yeah,
the same time, you know, so it was kind of like a depressive moment for me. And with work, studies, and everything, I guess I just got a bit tired on top of it all.
um,
And but but I just love streaming and content creation too much. Even, if I have like depressive moments about it, I can't quit.
that's so nice.
Streaming and content creation is my heroin. It's my addiction.
I feel that. That's me. I've debated on quitting streaming a whole bunch of times. Um, but it's just too fun. And that
I
reminds me
can't.
of the question I've been meaning to ask you. How does it feel like having so many international friends from you and like so many ways to connect people?
Honestly, I love it. It lets me, meet people from all over the world, uh, broaden my horizons, see other cultures. Obviously, you can by visiting the countries, but it's also, interactive with, like, natives from all over the world, see their perspectives, get, like inside knowledge that, usually as a tourist you don't get. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
And just overall, it's so fun to know people all over around the world.
nice. Yeah, 'cause I think you are the only person not in the U.S. that I have collab or there's Ashy, but like you are by far the furthest person from the U.S. I've ever like collabed with, and I think just in general, I can say I'm friends with. 'Cause, like Ashley's now in Canada. I'm pretty sure,
Oh,
unless they moved to back to Australia, which I don't fucking know. And then we had Barry, who was in the UK, but based off the town he kind of described to us, it's like I think it's still closer than you are with
I
a
guess it
fucking legendary
depends where
line.
you are in USA as well with that,
Yeah,
but
because like
because
we have a lot of Canadians here. We have a couple Australians. Like Nanarix is an Australian. And I watch obviously a lot of Australians, but
I wonder why.
okay, space, I'll kill you. I'm kidding. Um, it's super weird. I've gotten such a habit of rating out to VTubers. Every time I raid to someone that does cam streaming, it feels weird. Like
yeah, I kind of noticed that you usually raid VTubers.
I like watching
Don't you remember?
VTubers.
I don't blame you. VTubers are cool.
I also think like cam streamers, a lot of them just look bored as fuck now. Like they don't want to be streaming, or like they just want to game and not talk. There's a couple where I'm like, I can watch you, like Ludwig's, Connor, Valkyrie, like obviously the bigger ones, they know how to do it. But smaller people, they're the difference
Actually,
is so crazy and like energy level, it feels
I
like.
get that. I get that. Like I also have kind of like a similar issue as you do with like the cam streamers, but I
Yeah.
have it with VTubers. I do watch VTubers the most as well, but um I cannot stand watching a stream if they, you know, I go into the stream and they don't puppeteer their model. If I mean, I get it if it's like a PNG, but if I see that they have, like a full fledged model and it's static as if it's PNG, I click off immediately.
Yeah, dude. Like, for me, there's this one cam streamer I used to. I was gonna try and collaborate with him, but I don't know. It's weird if they just look bored as fuck. And my boy Carson, he used to do this a lot when he streamed. He'd get on his phone, and you can always tell. I do this even where read chat and I just don't want to respond, or like I can't, and now I feel like an asshole because you see when I look at chat, and it's like, oh fuck. Where at least like VTubers and PNG YouTubers, you can get away with that so easy, and you can like,
I mean,
and the puppeteering is just so impressive, and I love seeing the art.
like a lot of like newer streamers, I would say have like a bit of an issue. Not just like a newer streamers, a lot of like even of the streamers I know. I I love them as a person. They're fun to hang out with, but I cannot watch them. And it's because they don't provide the entertainment. So it's kind of like, I would rather go and play the game myself or just put on the gameplay with like no commentary because there's barely any difference, if that makes
Exactly.
sense. Um, and that's why, when I stream, I will talk over cutscenes unless, like, I'm using it to take like a breather, like take my meds or like grab like a sip of water. But I will try to be as energetic and as bouncy as I can. I'm still not perfect. I'm still learning. I would say there's, there's the sky is the limit basically. You can always get better at the stuff
Oh
you
yeah.
do. But I
There.
would say like in the past year, especially I got significantly better with the content that I make and that I provide for people. Because before I also made the same mistakes. And I wasn't like talking that much and so on as like new streamers, but now I have it like a lot easier and I learn how to lead the conversations more, how to talk, even if nobody is there talking,
Yeah.
because that's also an important skill.
I feel like VTubers can get away with not talking as much too, because you always can do something physical or on screen at least. Where like a cam streamer, this is the thing that I struggle with is when I'm tired, you can tell I'm tired just by my face, and if I can't just walk away, so I always have to announce I'm going to go to the bathroom. I feel like otherwise I'm just leaving chat unattended for no reason.
I mean, I also always announce it because I feel like that's fair, but I mean, and you can clearly see when I'm not on the table. At
Yeah,
least I personally think you can see when I go away. Not because of my model's position, but because of how static my model is
yeah.
in comparison.
They're like Whale. She
And
has
like,
this thing that automatically breathes and like moves still, and it's so
I don't
weird to
know,
see.
like, I'm sorry by way if you're listening to this, but I feel like you're not using the full potential of your model. I'm truly sorry for saying this,
Well, like
but I truly do feel like that.
her model, I've seen like how it works too, which is super weird. Her rig, dude, is really fast, but I feel
I
like
mean,
they make it to be super bouncy. Her face is amazing rigging though. I'll say that when she's like doing it, but it's so hard to keep the energeticness going for a whole stream. Way has one thing I'm like, damn, she can keep the same energy almost the entire stream. Me, I start flat, go up, and then down, 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 down. Speaking of going down, I
like
need to
it's
take my fucking
important.
melatonin.
Energy is super important throughout like the whole stream, so that's why my streams are not really long unless it's a specific event
Yeah,
happening where it can be longer by extending. But other than that, I don't go over 6 hours. And that's specifically because of the sheer amount of energy that I have to put in streaming and I
yeah.
put in. And I mean, like, yeah, it seems like, what the hell? You're just an anime girl. Like, what's there to put in there?
You're not just an
But
anime girl. You're a
with
mango.
you know but with being a VTuber, uh there's like some bits that people don't see, especially with cam streamers, with being like a cam streamer, you can, you still need to be energetic, of course, but people can see your facial expressions more. But when you are an, I'm just gonna say, an anime character, there's like more than anime VTubers out there, but the majority, you have to, be animated.
Yeah.
So there's like I think one video by a VTuber where she shows her face and her model and the expressions that she makes. So we look crazy. We look like crazy people when we stream because of the sheer facial expressions that we have to pull, and it works for the model. It looks funky and crazy as heck in real life.
Yeah.
I look like a crazy person from the side, that I'm fully aware of, but looks good for VTubers, and that's what it works. So yeah, you constantly have to be like sitting in your chair, like dancing, and then like your facial expressions
Yeah.
and faces that you make, like
And
I
like,
don't know. I
big shout out to you because we went in beforehand and I was like, you're gonna be talking a lot. We're gonna let you talk as much as you want, and you've been fucking just hard carrying this episode though. So thank you.
think Robo. I can talk for hours,
S-
especially like about VTubing and like insights about it. I've been procrastinating on making my own videos on it as I've been like busy and trying to renew everything. Cause yeah, and now I need to make even more emos because there's more slots and I'm not catching up. So I'm
Twitch
just
has been
trying to
changing
catch
the
up
emote.
on what?
They've changed the emote stuff too lately. Like they keep if you hit X sub goal, you get more emotes now. And
Yes.
it's not just you get more animated ones, but here's the fucked up part. If you get I think it's 5 tier 3s, then you get one tier 2 slot. I'm like, the fuck? How's that work?
Uh, yeah, there is like that thing. So now I have like more slots thanks to that offline hype train that happened.
Yeah.
And I was already like, oh my gosh, there's so many emotes that I have to redraw. And now there's more that I have to include. I'm very grateful for it.
Just thank God you have
I
the drawing
I
tablet.
am. Yeah,
Dude,
but
I remember that challenge stream where you played the game Resident Evil with it.
no, it was that we did it with a
Dead by
drawing
Daylight.
tablet.
Right.
Yep.
Uh, oh, I'm thinking of the knife challenge you did.
Ah, yes,
I,
that too.
that's one of my favorite things is doing challenges on stream.
It was
Dude,
so fun. It's just like that El Gigante fight.
man.
Gosh damn it.
I remember I walked away for a little bit. I come back and you're just all of a sudden even more mad. You're like, I'm going to fucking scream. I'm going to kill someone. I'm like, Mango is mad. I'm scared. I've only seen you mad like a small handful of times. And every time I'm like, there's now a new person I can say, I never want to be the cause of making them mad. So, Mango, you're on a very elite and exclusive list that my mother is also on.
Oh my gosh.
So, I want you to know that is a high honor and fear factor. Because, like,
It's hard to make me mad, actually.
I know, but when the few times, like, if I really respect someone and I make them mad or upset, I feel so bad to the point where I'm like, alright, I'm gonna go to the corner. I don't need to be told. I'm just gonna sit here for a few hours.
I get that. Honestly, I so do.
Ah, dude, I think that's like the big thing too. Now that it feels weird not being able to raid into you as often as I used to as well. Like almost whenever I get the chance, I try to, but that's even crazier now with all the people that we've met thanks to streaming. It's like, all right, pick a litter. Who do I raid today? Who can I? Mango's live. Mango. That in my community always picks you to raid.
Really?
Yes.
I appreciate that.
Like,
Heck yeah, let's go.
Zappy doesn't really like VTubers that much. Like, he just doesn't enjoy that content. And I'm saying he because I'm assuming
Which
it's
is
a
fair.
he, but even he said to raid you before, and I'm like, fuck yes. So you've converted at least Zappy to enjoying your content as a VTuber, which I say is massive. Because Zappy doesn't even
Like,
let me
oh,
be a
look at me.
PNG.
He doesn't let you be a PNG.
No, because when I'm animating or if I'm like not in a good mood, I go PNG. And Zappy's like, "Can you stop going to a PNG?" I really don't like the PNG. I don't like VTubers that much, or really at all. I was like, that's fair. So that, and I was like, I think about it every now and again, because after all the BS that's happened in the last year, I've debated on going back and being a VTuber, but I feel like my face is so a part of my brand now that I can't, and so many people watch me because of how alive and animated I am now. Overall, I'm perfect for a VTuber. It's just I'm a face person instead.
I mean, there's like plenty of people who do both.
Yeah, like
So
Sai.
technically, like you could get, yeah, um, get a customizable avatar and make it look like you.
Yeah,
As there's male customizable VTubers as well. I haven't really looked into them as much, but
I tried.
it's cool.
I fiddled with it a while back with some things you had recommended last time to me. It's just, I think my issue is, it feels weird because now I feel like I put less energy in, and my energy lasts longer. Because I did a video where I just sat for a while trying to be a VTuber and keep my energy. And my energy was so much. I sound like like I just did a line of speed, dude. Like I was so cracked out for that, and I was like, I can't upload this. This is just nonsense. Like if I were to record a
I
video
need to see
normally,
it.
no, that shit got deleted immediately.
No. Oh my
Yeah, it
god.
was so bad. Like there's a couple videos out there right now of me already cracked out, but I'd say this is like I because I'm not leaving my desk as often. I'm not having to like exaggerate who my body, and I'm a very emotive person. Like even right now, I'm using my hand to like talk. So it's like, it, I don't know, but I want to just because I'm tired of like the harassment that's happened of the
Yeah, I understand.
sensual
Like,
variety.
one of the reasons why I picked being a VTuber as well, I just figured it's gonna be easier
You
to
know,
be a VTuber and not have people comment on my looks.
especially being a woman too. It like Valkyrie and Pokemon. People, I'm just picking them because they're some of the top female streamers right now. They have had some horrific things said to and about them based off just their body, and it's like that to me. That's beyond fucked. And
Yeah.
even Iron Mouse, like she wants to show her hands on stream for like a hand cam, but she's just terrified to because it's like, in her own words, her hands are all scarred up, and she's nervous about that. And I think if I was to start over as a VTuber, I would never show my face. Like I don't even. I think I'd also use a voice changer, honestly, because I don't know about any of you, but I hate my voice with a burning passion, and um, so I'd use a voice changer even, be completely unrecognizable. Fuck, I'd probably be
I
femboy.
personally used to hate my voice and how I sounded, but I would say, I kind of power through the dislike for my voice. Like, about some time ago, I just sat down with me, and just went through like my VODs and everything. It was like, come on, you gotta do this. Oh, like, I procrastinated so long and was like, I wanna get better. And you can only get better by, going back and looking back at your content, see like what you're doing, what's interesting, what's working, what's not working.
You know,
And like, the way to grow is also by making videos, and obviously you gotta edit them, and that results in you having to hear your voice. I was cringing so bad every time, but now I'm okay.
honestly, I
I'm
feel
okay
that
with my voice.
that whenever I edit a video, I forget it's me sometimes because I disassociate it so much now. I still hear gravel. Hear all like the imperfections when I'm talking. Then I listen to it now with this mic, and it just doesn't sound how I imagine I sound. So it makes it so much easier. But
Yeah, I
space.
guess.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you.
Uh huh. What's up?
When you stream, what cues have you taken from Mango for your streams?
Wait, what?
What have you learned from Mango's streams?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was out of it. I spaced out.
I know you
Uh,
fucking went to space.
No wonder
Uh,
you're called Space.
exactly. I always space out. Anyways, so sorry. My apologies. Well, I learned hygienic. I think when I see Mango stream, and that's a great point. That a lot of streamers just play games and they're not talking. They're just like not doing commentary. They're just there. And again, both of your points are really good. Or face cameras, where like Robo said, face cameras. They look bored and tired half of the time, and that's why I don't really watch Twitch streamers. Even then, I click on voice critical once in a while because I'm bored. Or I click on on a YouTuber I like in the streams, and they look bored. They look out of it, but there's only like four type of people that I genuinely like because they're high energetic and they actually love what they do. I think it's crazy enough. I think Speed is one. I show Speed. I like his personality. It's even though it's a bit annoying. He truly knows how to play in character and knows how to go out of character. But then another one is of course Mango. Mango always is so like high energy, is so positive, and it's really really quite nice to see. 'Cause honestly, I'm not really good on Twitch. I don't. I'm still new to all that, but it's like just shocks me to the core just seeing someone like Mango be so positive, so happy when playing Resident Evil, especially that knife challenge. Oh my god, that knife challenge was something else. Yeah,
um,
that that's. I mean, that's all I learned. It's just that you gotta be happy, be be you, be who you are, enjoy it, have fun. And that's it. Hopefully I got it right, unless I'm wrong.
space. I can't believe you're wrong about your own opinion. What you think? That's fucking insane.
Figured.
Your own
I figured.
thoughts.
My own thoughts. How could I?
Imagine.
Oh man.
But yeah,
Yeah. Speed's actually a really
But
good example of like a human VTuber
but
in like a
yeah,
way.
what I would have to say about like streaming that a lot of people tend to forget and then say like, why am I, not reaching affiliates? Why people are not watching? And then you go click into their streams and there's like nothing but gameplay happening. There's no talking happening. There's depending if there's like camera, if there's like something, or if it's just a gameplay. There's like nothing happening, or you say hi and then you don't even like get a response for like solid 5 minutes. I mean, I do understand if it's like a high tension moment, which you see like, I don't know, but still, as a streamer, my point is not being good at the game. It's to provide the entertainment. So I don't care if I'm gonna, like lose a game or something, because the point is, well, people can play the game themselves. They can go get the game, boot it up, and there's like, if they want, there's no commentary, or go on YouTube and just put up a playthrough with no commentary. And there's like plenty of those. But
Yeah.
as a live streamer, it's very important to keep in mind that you're the entertainment. You're like the live show on TV. And would you watch a live show on TV that is just like, I don't know, staticky? There's nothing happening, there's nothing provided for you to enjoy. The answer is no, most likely, unless you're, I don't know, a weirdo.
Yeah, dude, it's so weird. I like a lot of the people that I've met lately through streaming, like Dalmiras and Megween. They're two female streamers, both VTubers. One's PNG. Megween just upgraded to full VTuber recently. Met both of them on Overwatch, and they're very soft spoken. Usually have someone else with them, and there's a stigma that you can't, or I say a lot of times a streamer needs to be able to stand on their own. But when you're starting out, it's a okay to have friends and like have people there playing with you. But you need to make sure that they can also carry a conversation, make jokes. Like that's why I really love playing games with Space, especially when I started streaming, because me and Space can bounce off each other super easy. But me and Carson, I had to carry all the content. I had to carry all the conversations. I had to carry so much with the voice, and even on his own stream when it's just him streaming. I had to talk so much because he would just forget to interact with his chat. But then you get people like Water who he's very chill. He's very gameplay focused because he's very good at the game, and he'll still talk, but it's not like consistent high energy, you know? It's more like a water. This might sound shitty, but it's a massive compliment. Water is the best background noise to have, in my opinion, when he's streaming. I love it because I know there's gameplay, interesting gameplay at that, and he can say some funny shit. He can be energetic, but he's such it. I unironically, Water's very dry with his humor and whatnot, and I like that type of humor. And he's very smart and calculated with certain things. But I'm someone that I don't collaborate with a lot of people. I don't share chat with Wayo. I don't share chat with fucking almost anyone really. And so when I'm sharing chat with like Space or Carson, it's like those are the rare collaborations because I've only had one official planned collab, and that was with you, Mango. The rest are always like, yeah, we can play this game, and it's just unspoken that we're collaborating without doing a actual collaboration through Twitch, and it's
Yeah, I
so
kind of
weird.
noticed that you play a lot with Whale, but it's never like combined chats or um
Yeah.
that the collaboration feature turned on.
Yeah, I also stopped playing before like her subathon. Even I slowly stopped playing as much with her because she moved to CS for a while and still is. She prefers CS right now over Overwatch. And my big thing is I like Overwatch. That's my game, and I grow really easy on it. I have fun playing it. It's easy to commentate, game, and have people on.
No, which is
Because
fair.
Mm.
if I'm being honest, a story game is a lot harder for me to talk over because I'll get invested in the story and I'll forget to. That happened with Halo. I was just getting agitated really easy because of like it's legendary and I want to do a challenge with it. I feel like I gotta do more with a story based game. And multiplayer games, I'm gonna invite a friend once in a while, or but I can carry the content. I can carry the conversation. I have that much ability and confidence in myself now, but there's some people that they need like there's some bigger streamers than me that still need people there to carry their content where they can't be the content, if that makes sense. And that's my
Yeah, that's the
agitation.
problem.
Like
I would
I'll
say,
go on.
yeah, go on.
No, you. Your guest.
Okay, thank you, thank you. So with like some streamers, I love collaborations, but at the same time, I cannot watch streamers if the collaborations are like more than 50% of their content.
Yeah.
Personally, it has to be, I don't know, for me, collaborations are more like special, occasional thing than how to say that, that takes planning
Yeah.
to get it like right and do it like properly. than I don't know, like constant presence, because it's not that easy with collaborations.
God no.
And there's like a lot of people talking, and in a way, as a content creator, um, I need to be the one providing the content and so on. Like occasionally it's fine. I also do like sometimes random collabs, but it's not my content. I would say is about 80% me.
Yeah, and that's a good metric, I'd say. For me, it's
Um,
like 60, but I also play a lot with people that don't stream.
yeah,
And even then, I'm still like the main one talking and doing a lot of it.
because like sometimes and when you go into the stream and you cannot even tell who's the streamer.
Yeah,
That's, I think, is a problem as well.
that is one
When you
nice
cannot
part
tell.
about like VTubing and Facecam is you can tell who's talking. I used to have that problem with Achievement Hunter where they wouldn't do their face cams. I couldn't. It took me forever to learn whose voice is who without the face cam videos. And
Yeah, there's like that as well, but like it's fun, but I would say it never has to be more than 50% of collaborations, because if it's like that, then it's kind of
yeah,
like a problem. And
especially like on when you do collaborate, I feel like your own stream, you still should be providing at least more than half of the content. Like I'll mute myself when I'm playing with people sometimes and just talk to my chat. I do that more and more because chat's talking to me and I'm going to talk to chat. I'd rather talk to chat than talk to the people that I'm gaming with currently. Sometimes just cuz it's like chat, I'm not going to ignore them. They'll be priority 1 then everyone else is priority 2. Which is why
yeah, I would
now
say
like
that's why.
muting is so nice having a hotkey.
Oh yes, that's for sure. And I mean, I don't really need the hotkey because I can just mute my mic easily on top because I have it like close.
Fair.
So it's pretty easy. But yeah, um, responding to the chat is very important, especially like in collaborations. But at the same time, collaborations, like proper ones, personally, are still hard for me. Because you need to be able to interact with the chat, provide good entertainment, and also, you're not alone. So you
Yeah.
have to be able to have like normal conversations and be able to get off of, bounce on each other with the conversations between, your co-hosts,
Yeah.
which is not an easy thing to manage on top of with everything going on, depending if you're playing a game or not.
That's why like whenever I do collabs with Wayo and we're talking to our own chats, I just mute or Wayo mutes and talks to her chat. The hardest part is no one communicates that. So I'm very grateful that Discord tells me when someone's muted. I do because I just have a hotkey to mute Discord completely. So I get muted and I deafen at the same time. And it is amazing. I love it. But I wish it made a audible sound when someone does that. Poseidon, he'll deafen sometimes, and I'll be mid conversation with him, and he does it, and I don't know. And
Yeah,
it's
like
like
there's
you
that
gotta
too.
tell people. But
I would
we,
say like another thing, I personally, if I'm playing like a multiplayer game, let's say Dead by Daylight, it doesn't have built-in voice chat, and then usually people who join me in playing ask about the voice chat, and my answer is 90%, even higher. Say 99% of the time is no for the voice chat,
you know,
because there's like a few reasons. Well, obviously, I already have a lot of windows opened up and running, so having an extra program in the background that is not necessary makes it harder on the PC. Mm, but there's other reasons as well, which is, if I have other people talking with me, it's a lot harder for me
Yeah,
it's kind of, it turns a bit into a collab
yeah,
at
I
that
feel that.
point. And then it kind of like takes off and makes it harder for me to provide the content that I want.
I feel that. And we are approaching the end of this episode of the podcast. For once, we actually stayed pretty on point with the plot. Space for your anything for
Yes, we have.
your final thoughts?
My final thoughts
And
are
would you like to
that this was a,
introduce, or would you like to explain what final thoughts are to Mango as well?
okay. So yeah, I would love to do that. So every time we finish a podcast episode, we have the final thoughts where we look back on what we talk about and generally, you know, talk about what we learned about each other or what we just generally just had a good time. If we, you know, struggled or something. And it's usually just like a little fun thing to look back at and then end it off with, you know, saying your I guess when to do it like shouting out your own channel, shouting out your own stuff and what you look forward to, what you have plans and stuff like that. I guess that's one way to put it. I think.
Space.
I
Still
ain't gonna lie.
nervous,
I
okay?
exactly that's why I'm making you talk now.
Shut up.
Never. Well, actually,
It's
I'm
okay,
gonna shut up
Space. You got
now
this.
so Space can do his
Thank you.
final thoughts for this episode.
My final thoughts are um definitely that it's interesting, and as a fan of Mango, is this is a very exciting episode for me because, like I said, I said it many times before. Mango's one of my favorite streamers, and it's just so crazy to me that we have reached a point where we finally do the episode, and I'm just really, really nervous because I'm just fangirling.
When we, because we want to do another one of these with you, Mango, with
Right.
me, Space,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
Wayo at some point, if you'd be down at least. And hopefully by
Oh,
that,
I would
Space
be
is more
down.
talkative, less
I'll be a little
nervous.
less nervous. Yeah, I gotta get used to it, but I'm excited. I hope
Yeah,
I hope I hope you had a good time here, even though I was not talking that much. But still,
it's all good, Space. I mean, like, the weirdest thing is the moment the cameras go, the nerves always skyrocket no matter what. Like streaming, that's something we didn't really even get a chance to talk about is the nerves once you in like the scuff that happens when you hit that start button, how everything starts
Oh
fucking up.
God, the scuff.
But
Oh,
man, maybe we'll have to do that when we kidnap Whale for another one of these
I'll be
because
down.
th-
Hopefully, I'll be less nervous.
there's been some scuff that the scuff stories of great scuff. There, hell, maybe
oh.
later down the line we could do a part two to this where it's just the three of us as well.
Ooh,
So that would be fun. I would be
Yeah,
down for it. I had an absolute blast in here because I don't often get to like talk about insides of streaming that much, and this was something that I was meaning to do like for videos, but I never got around to do. So I love this opportunity. So thank you both for inviting me for this podcast.
of course. We're
I
grateful that
had
you
an
said
absolute
yes.
blast, and yeah, it was fun. I got to share my 2 cents on the whole VTubing thing. There's like a lot more I could talk, but that would go on for, I guess, like hours and hours.
We wanted,
we would love to hear it.
Uh,
we pitched this idea with Wayo. We're not sure if or when we'll ever get to it, but it'd be a all girls episode with a lot of like VTubers, but we do it live. Everyone's models around like a table, and y'all just talk. Do a live episode of the podcast. Um,
oh, that would be interesting to do as well.
it it really would because like when you're gaming versus just chatting, it's so different too.
It is.
Like
With
I
gaming, it's easier.
It really is. Then like you can keep conversations from spiraling, but
I would say it's not that conversations from spiraling. It's more of you have what to bounce off of
fair.
easier,
So
depending on what is happening on the game. Because if you don't have your own thoughts, you can just comment on the things that are happening on the game. Unlike with just chatting, because you don't have what to bounce off of
that's fair.
there.
So then, Mango, is there anything you'd like to say for your final thoughts?
Well, I'm very grateful to be invited in here. So, as I said before, thank you, you both. It would be fun to do this again as well and talk some more. And yeah, I have a IRL cooking stream. I don't know when you're gonna be posting this, but I will try to post the VOD on YouTube as well if it's gonna be out later
I'm
Also,
excited for that
Mango,
one.
in the stream.
you can also advertise that stuff here in this server too if you
Yeah.
want. This is like a
Oh, I
community hub for a
appreciate
lot of
that.
people. I I've been telling more people that they can at notification squad and do stuff like that because the I've talked about it here and there. Like Water uses this as his server as well, and a lot of people here do have ran into other streamers that they do like here, and I'm okay with people advertising here. That it's kind of the whole point of the server and the self promo. Ever since I set that bot up for you, you've never had to worry about posting that you're live here. I remember when I set that up, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
You were like the first person I asked about it. You and Foxy. But for my final thoughts, Mango, thank you for coming on. It was a massive pleasure having you here. A massive pleasure having you as a friend, and I'm very grateful that we've known each other for this long. It has been absolutely insane how much growth everyone's had here, how much has happened in a year. The fact we finally got to this episode, and it's really insane. And questions I've honestly had for a long time. I feel like I got answers for, and I'll have questions for next time as well. Because it's one of those things that I feel like we could yap on for hours upon hours, but we're
I
at the
agree.
hour and 40-minute mark right now, or 42-minute mark to be exact. So I'm like, we try to keep these under 2 hours after one time. But I really would
Yeah.
like to say thank you, Space, as well,
Thank you so
for
much.
being my co-host on this episode. And
Of
Mango,
course.
thank you as always
Thank you,
for
Lingo.
coming and hanging out with us and being it puts in around for our dumbness because me and Space are two
Exactly.
crackheads on that don't know what we're saying half the time, pulling shit out of
No,
our
we don't.
ass.
Thank you.
But this has been
We're
Lost in
Thank
the
you, you
fluent.
Plot.
both.
Mango, anything you want to plug before we end outside of the cooking stream?
Um,
Tell people where they can find you.
well, come check me out on Twitch at Millie
Yeah.
for
Uh,
some uh, fruity content from Lithuania.
the G spot of Europe.
Exactly.
I fucking love that fact, dude. I was telling my mom about it when before I did my cooking stream in December, and she was like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah." It's the best fucking thing I've ever heard because where I'm at, it's like, great, this is fucking great. But if I could say that, dude, I'd get that tattooed on me. I honest to
Actually,
God.
next video I'm gonna record for like shorts and TikTok is gonna be, "Hi, I'm a VTuber from G Spot of Europe."
Hey, I'm a VTuber from the G spot of Europe, and today we're making fruitcakes.
Yeah,
Oh,
honestly, why not?
hey, I say fucking go for it. But we hope to see you all in the next episode of Lost the Plot, and bye bye.
Bye bye.
I went for Space Dude's normal bye bye, and I'm like,